This past year, we had great economic crisis and worse, a devastating pandemic that is still with us. So get ready to change your life right now with 5 things that great leaders use to heal and to move forward. Are you ready to move forward? Then let's flow. In this video, I'm going to share 5 ways that great leaders heal and move forward with success and how you can do it too. Welcome to this Dancing in Life podcast and welcome back to my 30-day challenge. I'm Sage Flow here with you on Healer's Soulful Sunday, where we are spending the next several weeks focusing on steps that you can take to become a better you. I'll be sharing stories of how everyday heroes dance to make the world a better place and how they can find new hope after trials and tribulations. Here, we're going to talk about giving yourself a break. Let yourself heal and don't be too hard on yourself. The world is hard enough at times. The big idea here is that you can learn to give yourself time to heal. After I discovered my purpose to help serve people and transform lives, I started training and learning from different master teachers all over the world. I am so grateful for the amazing teachers that I have had who are sharing their wisdom, knowledge, energy, and heart. I'm extremely grateful for Tony Robbins, who has not only impacted my life, but the lives of millions of people over the 43 years of service. I committed to full immersion in his Platinum Partnership Program, where I traveled the world learning. And it was an incredible year of growth and learning. And as I expanded my learning, I come across a program called Landmark. And I started to attend the Landmark Forum. And immediately, I felt that there was a difference in the way that the content and knowledge was shared and taught. And without realizing it, I was comparing. The problem was that Landmark initially felt like a normal classroom. And I didn't have the breakthroughs that I was having at these amazing events Tony Robbins and his team would put on. The problem internally was a conflict of comparison of where I wasn't receiving what was right there in front of me and all the benefits and knowledge that Landmark was sharing with me. I believe that when people learn, they can truly learn when they're able to create a space to learn. Here's an example. It's almost as important to forgive so that one can create space and opportunities to learn what needs to be learned to grow. And when I discovered that I wasn't on the court, if you will, I immediately caught myself after the first day and shifted and looked through the lens of truly learning of what I'm there to learn. Landmark has this process called the power of forgiveness, where they guide you to call someone that you want to forgive. The stake was high, as in the course, they talked about the person that you most didn't want to call is the person you most need to let go. They have these incredible forum leaders who guide you through the process. And the plan is to call that person and forgive them without expectations. Now, I was doing the work, I was calling people left and right and doing the homework, but there was one person in the back of my mind that I struggled with, bringing myself to call. The stake was so high because a part of me could still remember the pain, the anger, the hurt that this person has caused me. And eventually, I did. The uncertainty of what this person would say or do, it brought a hesitation within me, to say the least. And I remember when I called this person, I told him that, look, we're never going to see eye to eye on what happened between us, but I forgive him. And that release of anger, of true forgiveness, that release of anger, hate, pain, when I forgave him, I almost envisioned this string that was cut off, where I cut the negative energy cords of this association. And in fact, I reframed it because I no longer viewed my divorce as one of my greatest pains and sadness. In fact, it was one of my best teachers that I ever had. Because of my divorce, I now know who I am. I now know my purpose. I know by going through the dark night of the soul, what that's like for people on different levels of pain and sadness. I felt such a release and joy. I went back to Landmark and even started taking their advanced courses, not comparing them to Tony Robbins, but rather learning so much of what I'm meant to learn from them. I know that there is no longer any ill will between me and that person. And I learned how powerful forgiveness is and how important it is to forgive so that one can move on in their life. Look, we sometimes want to rush through life, even when what we actually need is to step back and to allow ourselves time to process what we've been through. Here are several suggestions for this. If you had a trauma-filled year, or if you've lost someone to COVID-19 or another illness or to natural disasters, give yourself permission to grieve. Allow yourself the time, the space, the permission to grieve your losses. Let yourself feel the depth of your pain. Give yourself the space to recalibrate, to rebuild if needed, and to revise your expectations. How about rewarding yourself and acknowledging your process of healing, admitting your strength, admiring your perseverance? You're doing it one healing moment at a time. Reward yourself with self-care. Don't rush it. Accept where you are in the healing and affirm yourself in your healing wherever you are in the journey. It's a process. It's okay. You are where you find yourself every day. How about connecting with others? Connecting with yourself. This has been a time when many of us are isolated and getting used to our lack of social interaction. When healing, you must find yourself. Don't push people away. Welcome them into your life. Encourage yourself to continue to heal. Healing can be exhausting, but healing means more than just survival. For some, healing entails building a revised life around the pain, incorporating the suffering into the journey, and revisioning a worldwide view that integrates the loss. Your healing affects yourself, your health, your body, and your spirit. Your healing also touches all those near and dear to you, your family, your friends, your coworker, your spouse or partner, those you love, and those who love and support you. And now it's time to take our powerful flow action of the day to get you moving forward. Now, here are the steps for today's action. Today's step is called Sword Out of the Back. Step 1, imagine and visualize pulling a sword from the back where you've been just backstabbed. Just imagine pulling it out. Step 2, hold it up high as it becomes a weapon of choice, of forgiveness. And with one fell swoop, step 3, cut the pain that holds you back. Share this with your friends on social media and let us know what they say. Hashtag let it go. The hope is that you can learn, give yourself time to heal, despite wishing to wipe away all the year before. Thanks so much for being with me on Dancing in Life and for taking part in this 30-day challenge. I'm Saje, and I look forward to spending time with you tomorrow for Monarch Monday, when we look at how you can best help people from disaster or illness by just being present and creating a space for sharing. If you like what you find in this series, you'll definitely want to check out my free 7-day challenge, which is available in the description below. And you can check it out now. Until then, flow on.